If you've been looking into futures lately, you probably noticed something. Prop firms are everywhere now. Traders are getting access to funded accounts without needing tens of thousands of dollars of their own capital. But here's the part that most beginners struggle with: passing the evaluation. A lot of traders tend to sign up, but they don't actually understand the rules, the risk management, or how to approach the evaluation the right way. And that's why they keep resetting accounts. So in this video, I'm going to break down exactly how to pass a futures prop firm evaluation step by step. We'll cover how evaluations actually work, the biggest mistake traders make, the risk management you need to use, and the mindset required to get funded. And if you stay till the end of this video, I'll also mention the prop firm that I personally recommend and use myself. So let's get right into it. What's going on, guys? My name is Mark. If you're new here, I primarily focus on futures trading, prop firms, and precision execution strategies. And over the last few years, prop firms have completely changed the trading landscape. Instead of needing a huge personal account, you can prove your ability through an evaluation and trade significant capital provided by the firm. And this can be up to literally $200,000 on a single account. But to take advantage of that opportunity, you need to understand how the system actually works. Otherwise, you're just going to be tossing money into the bin. So let's break it down. Part 1, how futures prop firms actually work. So first, let me talk about the basic structure. When you sign up for a futures prop firm evaluation, you're essentially completing a trading challenge. Your goal is simple, and that's to hit the profit target that is designed for you, while also respecting the risk management rules, which means you can't go below a certain amount of capital. And these rules usually include things like a maximum drawdown, a daily loss limit, which means the maximum you can lose in a single day, position size limits, and consistency requirements. And if you reach the profit target without violating those rules, you will pass the evaluation and become a funded trader. You receive a funded account where you can trade and keep a percentage of the profits. This model has opened the door for a lot of traders who otherwise wouldn't have had access to large capital, but passing requires the right approach. The biggest mistake that most traders make when they try to pass the evaluation is treating it like a race. They want to pass it as fast as possible, so they oversize positions, they take too many trades, and they chase the profit target. And that usually leads to hitting the drawdown first. Instead, you need to think about evaluations a little bit different. You're not trying to get lucky, you're trying to demonstrate consistent risk management. Prop firms want traders who can manage capital responsibly, not gamblers. And that transitions us into part 3, which is the risk management that you actually need to pass the evaluation. If your goal is to pass an evaluation consistently, risk management is going to be everything. Here are a few guidelines that help traders succeed. First, use a small position size relative to the account. Second, have a maximum daily risk you're willing to take. For example, if your daily loss limit is $1,000 on a $50,000 account, you're not going to be trading based off of 3% of the $50,000 account that you have. You're going to be risking 3% of that maximum daily loss per trade. That is if that is going to be your risk management. And this gives you room to operate without immediately threatening your evaluation. Third, focus on high quality setups instead of high frequency. Many successful traders pass evaluations by taking 1 or 2 trades per session. Quality will always beat quantity, and I will always put emphasis on this as a swing trader. I always tend to leave that last micro running on my position, and that last position will most of the time tend to finish the evaluation or secure some extra profits for the withdrawal. Part 4 is going to be trading during high liquidity sessions. Another thing that helps a lot of traders succeed with futures prop firms is trading during the right sessions. Asia session starts at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and goes until 12 a.m. And then the London session starts at 12 a.m. and goes until 3 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. New York session's a little bit earlier, and that starts at around 4 a.m. Pacific Standard Time and trades for a few hours until about 9 a.m. because that's known as the lunch hour. And then there's also going to be the PM session of New York. Most traders focus on the New York session, especially around the open, but you have to make sure that you watch one of my other videos on currency correlation, because if you're trading the wrong pair during New York session, it's not going to move, no matter how volatile New York session is known as, because you have to choose the right pair for the session that you're trading. But New York sessions when the market tends to have the most volume and movement, and trading during active sessions helps improve the execution and helps you avoid those like tight bound ranges that just consolidate. A lot of people have blown their accounts inside of those kind of ranges. I myself have done it when I was starting off. And that moves us into part 5, which is building a simple and consistent strategy. So you don't need to overly complicate your system to pass a prop firm evaluation. What you need is a clear trading plan, defined entries, controlled risk, and then consistency. Many traders will overcomplicate their strategy, but in reality, evaluations reward traders who stick to a repeatable process rather than jumping up and down trying to figure it out. If you're still trying to figure it out on a prop firm evaluation, most likely you're going to dig yourself in a hole and you're going to have to start fresh when you actually consistently follow a strategy. Your goal is simply to execute your plan over and over again while respecting the rules. And that covers the basis that I wanted to go over into passing your prop firm evaluation. While this video was very simply put and to the point, it's really all that you need to pass a prop firm evaluation. It's not as complicated as it seems, and most beginners tend to jump into prop firms without covering these basics. And as I mentioned, for getting through this video, I was going to reward you guys by telling you guys the prop firm that I personally trade with and recommend. If you're looking for a solid futures prop firm to start with, the one I personally recommend is going to be Legacy Funded Futures. I am funded with them. I personally trade with them every single day at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you're interested in joining me during my live streams for free, I'll show you exactly how you can trade with Legacy, their platform, and everything you need to know. The link is going to be in the description. Use code MARK at checkout if you're interested in getting a Legacy Funded account, and you're going to get a discount. The platform is straightforward, the rules are transparent, and the process is designed to give traders a real opportunity to actually prove themselves and get up to $450,000 in capital. So if you guys use code MARK, that code will support me and this channel, and it helps you get started at a reduced cost. And if you guys actually want help to pass your evaluations and refine your strategy, you can apply to work with me one-on-one. The link will also be in the description. I take you through everything you need to know to actually understand how the market works, and I design a personal plan just for you to get funded, get your first payout, deposit into a live account, and get your first live account payout until you can transition away from that 9-to-5 job. So if that sounds like something that you are interested in, feel free to reach out to me and drop a comment on this video if you guys learned something new. With that being said, if you guys want a full breakdown of Legacy Funded Futures, how their system works and their platform, I do have a video up on my channel called Everything That You Need to Know to Get Funded with Legacy Funded Futures. Because once again, guys, Legacy Funded Futures is one of the best prop firms out there, if not the best futures prop firm out there in the trading space right now. Again, if you guys found this helpful, like the video, subscribe if you're serious about becoming a profitable traders, and comment funded if you're working towards passing an evaluation. With that being said, thank you guys for getting through this video. My name is Mark and I upload 2 times per week. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.